Hi everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our LinkedIn Live podcast today, Power of Nine Forums LinkedIn Live podcast number 137. Today we are on the topic of discussion on the topic of impact driving change and innovation in your organization. Without further ado, let's bring Thomas, Rajiv and Sunil onto the dais. Hi Thomas, Rajiv, Sunil, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you, Prem. Thank you.
Hello,
Hi.
Prem. Thanks very much
Hi.
for your introduction.
Thank you. Over to you, Thomas.
Okay, that's great. Welcome, everyone, to another exciting conversation. Today, it's on how you can drive growth and innovation in your organization. Uh, and today, we're talking about some truly transformative concepts. Um, it's all around, of course, it's all around Regenesis because that's what we do. And all these concepts are contained within this single but very powerful approach that can add 1 to 2% extra recurring revenue to your organization every month, no matter what your role, your organization size, your level of success or experience. So, if you can imagine where your organization could be with an additional 12 to 24% revenue per year over a decade, that's a staggering 120 to 240% extra. And think about the impact on your career if you could consistently deliver those kind of extra results. Today, my colleagues, Prem, Rajiv, Sunil, and I are going to share our insights on how you can achieve this. But before we dive into specifics,
Go ahead, Thomas.
I'm sorry. Yes, I lost my connection a little bit there. Apologies. But before we dive into the specifics, let's consider this. Your organization is like a living organic system. Just as plants, animals, and ecosystems thrive when they're nurtured properly, your organization and everyone in it needs the right environment to flourish. Regenesis is all about creating that environment organically and effectively. And today I'm going to ask Sunil to start us off with a few words about what he thinks of the organic approach to management.
Thank you, Thomas. I think let's understand why we compare regenesis to an organic approach to the management. I will try to make it easy to understand. Let's think your organization as a garden. You don't see plants thriving if the leaves keep falling off or if the roots are weak. The same goes for animal and human body. They need proper nourishment, nutrients to grow and flourish. In business also, if your team is not getting support, if environment is toxic or lacks the nutrients for growth, your organization simply won't thrive. Regenesis is all about fostering growth without the need for organization pesticide or herbicides. We create pro-growth environment, and that is lean, efficient, and entirely focused on what truly drives performance. Nutshell, I can say we act like a gardener, act like a health and wellness coach of the organization, and we define what to do and how to do, and that improves the performance of the organization. Over to you, Thomas.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you in just a moment, Sunil. But what we're going to do now is talk about the power of how Regenesis works in this dimension. This isn't just another management tool. It's the result of more than 3 decades of meticulous research where we broke down every aspect of management, leadership, and organization development to find out what truly makes a difference. We've distilled all of that into Regenesis, a system that's fast acting, impactful, and easy to implement. With Regenesis, you're not adding more complexity to your role. Instead, you're making small, powerful adjustments that yield significant results. An extra 1 to 2% revenue per month may sound modest, but compounded over time, it's transformative. And as a leader and as a manager, being the one who drives the change, this can surely and greatly enhance your career and your salary. So, Sunil, let's dive into the first key component, which is dovetailing employees' goals with the organization's vision. How do you, as a senior leader and manager yourself, ensure that every employee's goals are aligned with the organization's vision?
This is very, very important aspect, Thomas, and thanks for bringing this aspect here. The fundamental is to create a thriving organization and dovetailing employees' goal with organizational vision that is key. Because without that, nothing is impossible. And believe me, it all starts with onboarding. The moment a new employee joins, their personal life and organizational work goals need to be detailed and that be tied to the broadened vision of the organization. This isn't a one-time conversation. It is an ongoing continuous process and that includes four or five things. Number one, the onboarding. So you have to align the new hire's goal with organizational vision from day one. There should not be any doubt in mind that whatever my personal goal is, that will not be get met if I'm here, or that will get disturbed. So when we do that, that improves their I will say their thought process, their motivation, and the performance improves. The second important is the regular one-to-one and team meeting. I've seen lot of organization where this is the missing part. People understand or leader understand that once I have given some task to the team members, they will perform accordingly. But this is not true. Believe me, this one-to-one meeting and team meeting works as a catalyst. Works as a direction. That is an opportunity when leader have to give direction to the team. So that it continuously reinforces the connection between personal and organization goals. So this is very, very important. The third important is message from leadership. Leader has to ensure that communication from the top continuously and consistently highlights that how each person's role contributes to the bigger picture. So that every person, should feel valued. Every person should understand that I have to play important role. They should not feel that okay, if I will not do, what will happen to the organization. They should feel yes, my role is important and this is important change for the performance of the organization. If I will not do, then whole chain will get disturbed. The fourth important things I will always, I always insist on this, that is reward and recognition. The appreciation costs nothing, but believe me, it acts like a catalyst. It motivates employee and improves their performance. It creates a culture where employees feel valued, and that is very, very important for the performance. After all, we all are individual, we all are human beings. We feel happy when somebody appreciates us. When somebody, recognize our value addition. So that motivates the people. The sixth important thing is creating a pro-innovative culture. So innovation is nothing but when you create the culture, then what you do in the process, you establish an environment where employees are encouraged to bring the new ideas. They don't hesitate in bringing the new idea. Sometimes idea may be silly, but at the same time, if you will not create an environment where people to freely come and freely share the ideas, then believe me, a very, very important idea will also get vanished. That will not come on the surface. The idea which has great potential, which has potential to take the organization at higher level. If the environment is not there, it will not happen. And last but not the least, creating an environment where everybody has to challenge the way we work. They should understand that whatever way today I am doing the things, this is not applicable tomorrow. I have to improve the way of working, my way of working. I have to improve the way our product is basically getting manufactured. I have to add some attributes which can add the benefits and value add in the customer's organization. If that is the culture, believe me, believe me, that organization will definitely grow. And at Regenesis, what we do, we add value in these terms. We create that environment. We help the leader in creating those environments. And that is why we say that when you join Regenesis, then we are here to support you. And this is we have to work together. You have to execute the thing according to our advice. Over to you, Thomas.
That's great. Thank you, Sunil. And it's really good to hear from directly from your personal experience. It always adds tremendous value, I think, for listeners. So let's move on to the next critical element, which is teaching every employee to innovate, because they don't come, when you employ them, with the kind of necessary, the knowledge and the means to do that. So Rajiv, can you take us through this a little bit then? How do we make this a reality in our organizations?
Yeah, thank you, Thomas, for a great question. Thomas, innovation shouldn't be limited to a selected few, because if you are limiting the innovation to a very limited area in your organization, then you will definitely have challenges, because every employee has to be involved in the innovation process, and every employee has the potential to innovate if they are given the right tools and support. So the way we should do it, of course, we must have the core tools and techniques. So every employee should be proficient in key innovation tools like brainstorming. There should be group discussions. There has to be logical eight-step problem solving process, and on the top of it, root cause analysis. So when I was working with a Japanese company, so we used to have a analysis called why analysis. So you have to ask why four times. So by the end of the fourth why, you reach to the root cause of the issue which you are discussing. So that's these are the tools which are available. Even scientifically, root cause analysis, there are various techniques which are available in project management tools also. So we must use these tools to empower, to tackle challenges and creativity, and effectively handle all these issues. Also, there should be a clear innovation step ladder within the organizations. You must guide your employees through a very structured process, from understanding the cause and effect to measure outcome, and of course how you are planning the next steps. So all employees, they should be trained to understand this. They should be actually given a very systematic training on how they should continuously think about innovation. These days, there's a lot of discussion about change management tools and cultural shift, because normally, if you leave the employees on their own, they sometimes don't want to try new things. So if they are not trying new things, they'll not be able to compete with the market. They will not be able to compete with the countries which are actually applying those AI and innovation tools. So I think that is where we need to train the employees to embrace innovation in a more effective way. We have to actually make a step ladder for them, and through a structured process, make them understand the cause and effect, to measuring outcomes and planning next steps. So that's what we need to do. Then we must use managers as Dr. Yes. So encourage managers to be facilitators of innovation, rather than acting as a stumbling block to innovation, or discouraging innovation. So that's the key for making sure that the organization is actually following the innovation and innovative tools. Uh, think of Sir Richard Branson's approach. He said managers should give employees the permission, time, and resources they need to explore their ideas. And I also met so many CEOs and leaders who always say that if our employees are not innovating, that means they are not trying new things. And if they are trying new things, they are bound to make mistakes. But that's okay. The organizations actually these days encourage the culture of trying new things, trying new methodologies, and try to achieve better results. Then comes the role of innovation councils. You can, in a very structured way, establish an innovation council to prioritize and support the best ideas. You must keep the momentum going and ensure that ideas are not only heard but are allowed to lead the action with support. So, the support of top management is again very critical and crucial in this. You cannot take chance. You must actually make sure that the top management people, they are having this mindset that they are always looking for innovation as a step ladder for taking the organization forward. So, when you equip your team with these skills and support structures, you create a culture where innovation is just not encouraged, it's expected. So, it becomes a part of the DNA of the organization. It becomes part of the growth story of the organization, and the organization automatically starts chasing innovation, automatically starts looking for innovative methodologies and tools, and people themselves, they come up with the ideas, so you don't have to push it down. Actually, you start feeling the reverse push. So that is where I think we all need to work on, and that is where the new tools have to be understood and have to be disseminated to all the managers down the line. Over to you, Thomas.
Thank you, Rajiv. I think that's a really powerful insight as to the kind of thing. And the role of managers is absolutely crucial. The
Yeah.
problem really is that voices from the front line start very quietly. Often people will be a bit timid with their idea. And it's important that we amplify their voice at every stage. So as soon as they give us an idea, we need to give them the tools they need to know so that they themselves can look at whether the idea is any good. So there's key tools that can really help with that. We talked a little bit, or you've talked a little bit about the project definition sheet, and it just helps people lay out on a single page answers to the key questions. So what problem are you trying to solve? What's the name of the idea that you've got? What outcomes would it help the organization achieve? Where would the results be? And what risks, if any, are kind of around in thinking about this? And yes, there's a little bit of training with this, but if you make the managers facilitators, they can really help employees get practiced at filling in and putting forward a project definition sheet. And it gives those above a much better idea of whether or not they want to back the thing. But in some organizations that I've worked for, certainly, and certainly if you work with Regenesis, the key is the root cause analysis. And as Rajiv has already said, there's numerous ways of doing that. But the classic way is to use a cause and effect diagram, or an Ishikawa diagram, as it's sometimes called. And this lays out all the possible causes for the effect that we're either seeing, if it's a problem, or all the possible causes of an opportunity that we'd like to realize if it's something we haven't yet got. And innovative ideas can come in either shape. They can be either problems to solve to make things better, or they can be opportunities to grasp. But either way, a solution effect or a cause and effect diagram, which is the same thing, used the other way around, is the key tool. So in Regenesis, we show people very clearly how to use this and other tools like YY and other things like brainstorming that really help this make this a quick exercise. Once we are clear about what the root cause is, and the way one tests for that is to say, if I action this root cause, if I take action on it, will it remove all the causal factors? Will it actually solve the whole problem? And that's why a cause and effect diagram is so important. So the next step will be to then We'll look at solution creation. So a common problem is managers will have a tendency, and even employees will have a tendency, to go with the first idea they have. But it's only the first idea. And if they have a second or a third or a 10th or a 50th idea, it could be they'll come up with rich nuances and extra value bits that they can combine with their original idea to make a much, much better solution. So this solution creation uh, is really important. And this is where things like brainstorming and developing and testing practical solutions really comes to the fore. So again, train your employees. Then once you've got what you believe to be a great idea, you've shown it to managers more senior in the organization through your kind of innovation councils, ladder of councils, if you like, within the organization, the innovation ladder, as it comes out, you get backing from a level above or maybe two levels above. Then you begin to put together the detailed implementation plan. And when employees at the front end create ideas and solutions, usually the people involved and affected by action on it are right down there working with them. So they're the best placed, often under the supervision perhaps or help and guidance and support of a manager, to go find out what will be the practical detail of implementing this in the workplace. And of course, you do that when you get to implementation with real-time feedback, and that allows the implementation to be adjusted. So many times people go in with a project plan and they install it anyway, regardless of whether it's really working and whether it's really suited. It's very important to stay flexible and agile and adjustable as you implement. And then finally, once you've got it in, did it do what you hoped it would do? And is it worth going round again? So measure the results and plan next steps. It could be it's worth doing a whole other project implementation to take it up to another level of achievement, another level of results. So when you get this right, growth and innovation are not just possible, they're inevitable. And the best part, Regenesis gives you the tools to be the instigator, as the manager, to be the instigator of this process, to unlock the potential of your employees and spread the benefits throughout the organization. So, big stuff. And it's really important that you find a way to install this so everybody can use it. Rajiv, would you like to kind of say a little bit more to kind of close us up on this session, please?
Yeah, thank you, Thomas, for that. So you have it a simple and powerful system for driving growth and innovation in your organization, because the Regenesis, as Thomas just mentioned, isn't just another strategy. It's your way of building a completely bespoke model that works organically from within your organization. So you don't have to work hard. You just have to spread the message across the organization. You have to train your people. You have to actually give them the kind of energy they want. And once they have that in their DNA, and they know that what they have to actually implement, the benefits are huge. So it's not just for your organization, but for you personally, in terms of career growth and impact. You must actually adopt Regenesis as a system. And let me tell you, it's going to change the way your organization functions. It's going to change the way you look at the entire operational side of yours. And that's what we all uh, are so passionate about. So we'll be happy to connect with any of you. But here's the thing: time is of the essence. The longer you wait, the more opportunities slip by. So it's very important that you take a decision quickly. Come to us, contact any of us on our LinkedIn handles, and we will be very happy to support you. So and we are offering a very limited number of free Genesis briefings every month. So it's on first come first serve basis. So once those slots are filled, the opportunity will be gone, and we have to make you wait for another precious month of your life to actually implement this system. So don't wait. Reach out to us, any of us on LinkedIn, of course, and ask for your free Genesis briefing. We are here to support you, and also you are ready to take action immediately, you just want to learn more, be in touch with any of us. Uh, we are also live every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. So don't forget to tune in and join any of our session. There's a plethora of knowledge which we share for you, and of course, all this is coming to you for free as of now. But definitely, this is not going to be continuing for long. So be active and proactively sign up for a Genesis, and I'm telling you, this is going to be a life changing decision for you. So over to you, Thomas.
Okay, thanks, Rajiv. I think that says a lot about our intentions here. And you can hear from all of us, myself and Prem and Sunil and Rajiv, how passionate we all are. Our dream outcome is that everybody, ultimately, every manager and every organization can get access to Regenesis. It's a game changer. And our dream outcome is a world where everyone and every organization fully kind of delivers on their wealth and their health and their relationships with the people and the world around them. Because it's important. We've got a lot to do, a lot of work to do, and India's right at the forefront of this. So let Regenesis add to your start of that journey for you and your organization. Your dream is out there too. And what can I say? But other than thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to hearing from you soon. It's bye for now from me and Sunil and Rajiv. Anything more you want to add before we close?
Sunil.
Hi Thomas, I think you and Rajiv have explained everything. Nothing need to be added. Only request will be that we are on a mission. So please join us, and believe me, this is a proposal. What we are doing, what Rajiv will add. That is a global thought process, global proven methodology, and you will get you please get enrolled and take the advantage of it.
That's great. Thank you, Sunil. Rajiv, anything more?
Yeah, just don't wait. So sign up for a free session. We are all there waiting for you to make your organization succeed and make you also a big success. So do get in touch with us.
That's great. Thanks, Rajiv. Prem, it must be
Yeah,
down to you. Over to you.
thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Rajiv. I think the session was insightful and it was a quick session that we did today. And with this, we are going to have another session on resilience coming on innovative employment, empowering employees to contribute on the 4th of September. We will have Thomas, Rajiv, and Sunil speaking on the topic again. To follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. We hope the discussion was fine, good for you, and insightful. Tomorrow's session is reimaging learning and transition from Academia 1.0 to 5.0 on 29th at 6:30 p.m. Without we look at seeing you there tomorrow. Good day. Bye for now. Thank you, Rajiv. Thank you, Sunil. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Prem. Thank
Thank
you.
you.